Hello there, I'm Hillary Richardson, and I'm the coordinator of undergraduate research in Fant Library. I'm sharing this video with you to help you prepare for your research assignment in Dr. Brooks's Intimate Relationships class. In this video, we'll specifically talk about strategies for brainstorming search terms, using library databases for searching articles, determining which articles are the most relevant to your assignment, and saving the articles you do find. Before I get into it, I want to remind you that at any point in your research process, we welcome your questions about the resources in this video and your own process. You can call, text, chat, email, or set up an appointment with us for one-on-one help anytime. Feel free to pause the video here to save any contact information you see. Okay. Let's start brainstorming for the search terms you'll use to find research articles. I usually like to begin this process by jotting down ideas and questions I have about my paper. Pause this video now for a couple of minutes to free write your thoughts. When you have some thoughts down, underline a word or two that captures your main ideas. You'll use these words as your initial search terms, with the understanding that those words might shift and change over the course of your search. Remember to keep an open mind and try to start simple. To use Dr. Brooks's example, using the relationship between Precious and her mother in the movie Precious, I've written some questions I had, then underlined the main words and phrases that sum up my thoughts. Remember, these words aren't meant to be fixed or static. They are just a starting place that we'll refine in the databases themselves. Now that you have an idea what you'd like to search, let's jump into the library databases and test them out. When you get to the library's homepage, you will see a big search bar. This searches most of our academic databases and contains access to peer-reviewed articles, among other things. You can start your search here, or you can choose to go directly to a social science database, like APA PsycInfo. You will have more search results here, but in a specific database, your results will likely be more relevant, and you'll be able to use more specific filters, like limiting results to an empirical study, or a study that uses a particular group of human subjects. For this search, I'm going to use the main search bar, but click on Advanced Search, so I can show you some of the options. Since I underlined sexual abuse and attachment style in my free write, I'll start here, putting quotation marks around my terms so the results will include those exact phrases. And I'll also limit my options to scholarly, peer-reviewed journals, so my results will include academic research that has been published after review by experts in the field. My results include 254 articles, which is good. If you have too few results, the odds are you might not have a large enough pool to find relevant articles. If you have more results than you can scroll through in one sitting, consider trying to narrow or refine your terms. I could add another term here, like relationship or parent, but I'm going to keep an open mind and scroll through these results for now. Let's see what we have. The fourth result is an article that I could potentially use. It's a full text result, meaning the PDF is available to download now. It's also published in the Journal of Child Sexual Abuse, a scholarly publication, and it was published in 2020. From reading the abstract and skimming the article, I know it has human participants in the study, and it talks a good deal about attachment styles, which I'm interested in. Let's save this article as a potential result by clicking on the folder icon with a plus sign. This will temporarily save the article in a folder in this database, so I can keep looking for more results. If you use this option, be sure to email or send yourself the list of articles before you leave your computer idle, since the session will time out if your computer goes into sleep mode. Looking further down the list, results 6 and 7 also seem relevant, so I'll add them to my folder as well. Note that these articles do not have PDF full text as an option. Saving this record will not get me the actual article, but it will save the record so I can get back to this page to cite my information. Even though this isn't the full article, both of these results are still available. The 7th result is linked directly, so I can access it through this link. And the 6th result is available through interlibrary loan, which is a way that libraries get infinite access to articles that they would otherwise not be able to afford. All libraries use interlibrary loan to provide more access to research articles. So, if you see this result, click on the link to request the PDF. When we receive the form, we will work to find that article for you. It may not arrive instantly, but if you have time, these usually get to you in a couple of days. If you haven't used ILL before, click Create an Account to monitor the status of your requests. Remember, ILL is always free for you to use. Now that we have some options, the best way to determine the best article for your paper will be to read it. You don't have to read the whole thing to determine whether or not it fits your topic. Reading the abstract will give you a summary of the article, and the introduction and results sections will give you a better idea of the purpose of the study and the conclusions that were drawn. Skim these sections for keywords that you searched, or similar words and concepts. If you want to be sure your article is using human subjects, look for something in the methods section that says participants. As always, the library is here to help you figure out what article works best for you and your assignment. In addition to your professor, you can call, chat, email, or set up an appointment with us anytime. Don't forget to look us up via Ask Athena, and good luck on your research.